Hi, Rhett Vane Scooter here, owner of Vane Scooter Insurance Agency. Thanks for checking out my video blog. This blog comes up as a result of a question that a client had for me recently. We were sitting down, I was doing his annual review of his insurance policies with us, and we were talking about his homeowner's policy. And he said, geez, you know, this year I had a squirrel chew through my overhang in my house and get up and was living in my attic, and I had to have an exterminator come and capture the squirrel and release it someplace. You know, is that something that would be covered under my insurance policy? The damage obviously being that the squirrel chewed a hole through the outside of his house. So I love these questions. I love these questions, these kind of what if, is it covered questions, because it really makes you think about your insurance policy and really dig into the nuts and bolts of it to see how your insurance policy works. So at first glance, whenever anyone asks me a claim question, I always ask myself, is it something that's happened suddenly, and was it accidental? So we want something that happens over a short period of time. Like a windstorm blows through and blows off the siding or shingles to your roof. That's something that happens suddenly. Or a hailstorm comes through and a golf ball size hail dents your car. That's something that happened over a short period of time. And the next part is it accidental? So we obviously not going to have anything, nothing is going to be covered that a homeowner intentionally does themselves, or just an insurance policy. So, if you have an old beat up car and you cut down the tree in your yard intentionally so it falls on your car so you can buy a new car, that's not going to be covered, unfortunately. So that's the first thing I ask. So based on that, is it sudden and accidental? In our squirrel scenario, it is sudden, it is accidental. So first glance, I'm saying this could be covered. Now that's where you have to be careful. Could be, because you have to keep digging deeper here. The next step I take is I pull the policy right out. The first thing I go to is the exclusion section. I want to see what this policy doesn't cover. Once I go to the exclusion section, it doesn't take me long to find out where an exclusion is. Basically, a homeowner's policy will exclude damage that's caused by, you have to listen carefully for these specific ones that are listed: termites, insects, vermin, or rodents. When it comes to insurance, definitions are everything and wording is everything, so you have to be very careful. So they're saying they exclude damage caused by termites, insects, vermin, and rodents. So now, where does a squirrel fall in that spectrum? A rodent and a vermin aren't defined in the insurance policy, so I pulled out the Webster Online Dictionary, and this is what I found: a definition of a rodent. Is any order of a relatively small gnawing mammals, as a mouse, squirrel, or beaver. There you go. A squirrel is considered a rodent, so we don't have to go any further with that definition. It would be excluded from your coverage on your homeowner's policy. But we can't stop there, because we never want to tell somebody that they don't have coverage. We want to try to find somebody coverage. So you have to keep digging deeper, because even though the exclusions part is a very important part, the next part you have to turn to is the additional losses we will pay section. Because this is where the insurance companies come back and say, hey, we excluded a whole lot of things over here, but we're going to come back here, we're going to give you some additional coverages on top of what you already have. So in this section, this is music in my ears. It says the insurance company's policy states that if part or your entire home collapses from hidden decay or hidden insect or vermin damage, they will provide coverage. Now the key is here that it has to be a collapse. So the insect or vermin has to cause enough damage that your house actually collapses or part of your house collapses. And now you'll notice here in the give back, they only included, they said hidden insect or vermin damage, where on the exclusions they specifically said termites, insect, vermin, or rodents. So they left out half of them there. So that's very important to pay attention to. So based on that, they left off a rodent, which was a squirrel. We figured that out. So I would probably say there is no coverage for the damage of the house, for the squirrel damage. And anyways, I can't imagine a squirrel causing enough damage for the house to collapse. Usually what squirrels do is they'll chew through the side of the house, they rip up your insulation, they create a nest in there, and usually they chew on the wires, the hot wires in the house. So most likely that's not going to cause cause your house to collapse. So unfortunately that's not covered, but if you do have a situation where you have insects or vermin that do cause collapse, based on the extent of it, you can possibly have coverage. Now obviously, I can't define this for every insurance policy in every state, everywhere. It's important to talk to your insurance agent or your insurance company if you have a claim scenario that you think might be covered, because everyone's circumstances are a little bit different, where one person's circumstances can cause them to have a covered claim and someone else's can cause it so that their claim is not covered. So it's important to talk to your insurance company or agent. If you like what you hear in these videos and you'd like a free, no obligation insurance quote on your auto and home insurance, give our office a call at the number below. We'd be happy to help you out.